Yuta taking over Gojo's body is not what it seems. As hyped as it may be seeing Yuta in Gojo's body, Yuta doing so causes a major problem that changed everything about JUJUTSU KAISEN.
Welcome back, Papa.
This video must be serious. You pull out the webcam, guys.
Oh yeah, this video is beyond serious because for one, we got Okkotsu in Gojo's body. So now Yuta has the power of Limitless and the 6 eyes plus all of his copied abilities. Plus, we figure out that Gojo was the one to take out the higher-ups and it wasn't Kenjaku, because this whole time I'm thinking Kenjaku took out the higher-ups, but no, it was Gojo, because Gojo, this whole time ever since losing his best friend Geto, has been spiraling out of control.
So, Papa, what you're telling me is ever since Geto died, Gojo's been miserable inside?
Actually, yes.
I learn something new every day!
You see, Geto was the only one to humanize Gojo, which tells us, the viewer, that not only did Geto humanize Gojo, he actually understood Gojo. And that's why I feel like Gojo loved Geto so much as a best friend, because this chapter definitely showed us the parallel between Geto and Gojo. You feel me? Even though back in the hidden inventory arc, they eventually split up and went down two different paths, Geto going down the path of destruction while Gojo was honing his technique and trying to save people. At the end of the day, their fate is still connected, because after Geto died, what happened? Kenjaku took over his body. Now when Gojo died, what happened? Yuta copied Kenjaku's cursed technique and took over Gojo's body. So at the end of the day, their fate still ended up being the same. Geto was used for pure evil, while Gojo was used for the greater good. And after reading this chapter, I finally understood why Yuta was so aggressive during the Gojo vs Sukuna fight. Because he knew if Gojo lost, he would have to use the body of probably the only father figure he has in order to defeat Sukuna. And imagine that's you. Put yourself in Yuta Okkotsu's shoes. You feel me? Because I'm feeling like I see a lot of people calling this chapter shit or trash. But do you think Yuta honestly wanted to do this? You feel me? Do you think Yuta wanted to take over Gojo's body? Because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people aren't JJK fans. They're Gojo fans. You feel me? Because say what you want about Gege's writing, but this chapter hits hard. Not only did Gege show us Yuta's old body, he even made Yuta say his body has reached his limit. Let's try it again. Okay, see, there we go. Now it's not lagging. Now it's not lagging. Now it's not lagging. Now it's not lagging. And to be honest, I didn't even think the cut that Sukuna did on Yuta was that bad. You feel me? I thought, you feel me, he just pointed. That was like a buff dismantle and only went halfway through him. Even though, you feel me, people was like, ooh, cut his hand. No, I just thought it was a regular dismantle and cleave, and then Rico was going to heal him after he got transported away. I did not know Yuta was in this bad of shape, and that's actually crazy to think about it, because like after 5 minutes, what's going to happen to Yuta Okkotsu? Because if you see his body is screwed. Unless Shoko heals his body and put him back together, what's going to happen after 5 minutes? But thanks to Mei weird ass, she gave us 4 possibilities. Option A, which is the most realistic option. After 5 minutes, Yuta Okkotsu will die. Option B, Okkotsu won't immediately die after 5 minutes, but he'll eventually die. Option C, Yuta will be able to use Gojo's technique even after 5 minutes. Option D, Yuta will lose his cursed technique and will be stuck in Gojo's body forever. Or option E, which is my own theory. After 5 minutes is up, Yuta will die, but at that moment, Gojo will seize control back over his body, which we know is possible due to Toji and Geto taking control of their slow/body back in Shibuya. But in my opinion, option A makes the most sense, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Finally letting Satoru Gojo finally rest, and finally giving Yuta his wish for it.
Huh?
Listen, the reason why I love chapter 261 so much isn't because we get in round 2 of Gojo vs Sukuna. It's literally the writing.
What the hell do you mean because of the writing?
Yeah, Papa. Don't you want to see Yuta slang his meat all over Sukuna's face?
No.
My bad.
I just feel like people are misunderstanding Yuta's decision to take over Gojo's body. Yuta isn't doing this because he just wants to be super strong. He wants to surpass his limits. No. Yuta is doing this for the sake of his friends. Becoming a monster, throwing away your humanity and your morals to save everyone, to defeat the strongest sorcerer in history, Sukuna. And listen, Okkotsu not only will save his friends, but he will also take on the burden Gojo Satoru once held onto. You may not have realized this, but you taking over Gojo's body now puts that burden Gojo had onto himself, which was his plan all along, sharing that burden so Satoru Gojo doesn't feel lonely anymore. And that's the thing, that's Gojo's whole backstory, feeling alone, because ever since he was born, Gojo was seen as a weapon. He wasn't seen as a baby, he wasn't seen as a kid. We knew, when we see Gojo's backstory, we seen him as the baby with 6 eyes, the strongest in the verse, shifting the balance of the jutsu soon as he was born. How do you think Gojo would feel? Growing up as the strongest, being admired and loved, not because you're human and not because, you feel me, you're attractive or whatever like that, because you're the strongest. Dying at the age of 16. Yes, Gojo Satoru was not only weaponized at the age of 6, but 10 years later, got killed by Toji at 16. And Toji only killed him because of that set power, you feel me? He got a bounty on his head, and they all wanted Gojo dead at the age of 16, which is absolutely crazy. Then going on to see his one and only friend turn him against him, and then have to kill his set friend at the end of JJK 0. How do you think Gojo feels? How do you even process that? People just think they can just be in JJK and be all dandy fine. Imagine if you were the strongest in the verse at the age of 6, and at that time had everyone targeting you, had a fucking grown man, aka Toji, trying to kill you while you're just 16 years old. How do you think that would make you feel? Then, what, like 10 years later, your best friend, you have to kill your best friend because he's going around killing innocent people? Like, how do you think that would make you feel? You feel me? Y'all can't even do your homework, let alone y'all think y'all can survive in JJK. Like, stop it. Really, just stop. The crazy thing about this as a viewer is we too have weaponized Gojo. And don't sit here and say, oh no, I like Gojo because his personality. Stop lying. You only like Gojo because he was the strongest in the verse, and every time he showed up on screen, you knew he was going to beat whoever was on screen. Okay, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a buck. I'm guilty too. Listen, when I sat here and think when I was typing, I'm like, why do I even like Gojo? I'm like, I only like Satoru because, you feel me, he's got blue eyes. He's pause, no Diddy. He has blue eyes. He's the strongest in the verse. He has limitless. No one can touch him. That's why, you feel me, I like Gojo in the first place. But now going back and, reading the manga and actually watching Gojo's character, I'm like, damn, Gojo's character is deeper than what I thought. I thought he was just some guy that was strong and like beating on people. But no, like when I first started watching JJK, I didn't care about the burden he was carrying throughout the season. When he witnessed his best friend die right in front of him, the only thing I got from that was, damn, Satoru Gojo just got that much stronger. And the same thing goes for the women. The only reason why this is for the girls, this is the only reason why you like Gojo is because you find him attractive. Don't think I don't know that. Y'all fantasize, y'all God and stuff. Y'all some sickos. Now, Gojo's a human being just like the rest of us. Y'all some real sickos. So when people say JJK is trash now, or Gege can't write, ask yourself this: can Gege Akutami actually write in the current events happening right now? You taking over Gojo's body and Gojo being officially dead aren't bad writing. But instead, it's just not what you want. Trust me, I know. I'm probably one of the biggest Gojo fans you can find. I wanted my glorious blue-eyed king six-pack, and I wanted him back. When he died, I'm literally laying in that bed when he passed away. Not that one, but I was laying in bed, like, damn, bro, this is fucking crazy. Gojo really just died. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to get up. I just want to sit here in pain and wallow in sorrow. But he's not the main character, and I had to realize, okay, Gojo, even though Gojo feels like the main character, Yuji is the main character, so I have to step back and realize and let Gege cook. And ever since then, I've been enjoying JJK 10 times more, because ever since 236, yeah, some things are, you feel me, weird, like Sukuna not cheating, but using hella binding vows and not, you feel me, getting any consequences. But it's whatever. Like, he got 4 arms. He's been alive for over that. I get it. You feel me? But I just feel like Yuji just needs some type of power up to defeat Sukuna. And this is where Yuta comes into play, because after these 5 minutes, Yuta has to die. I don't want him. Listen, as sad as it may be, Yuta has to die after 5 minutes. He just has to die. And I feel like right then and there, Yuji will probably get the biggest power up we have ever seen. And that's why I said Yuta taking over Gojo's body changes everything. Let's be real. Okotsu's dying, probably a 95% chance of that happening. And Yuji Itadori was right there with Todo, so he will see this. And not only will Itadori see Okotsu die, he saw Gojo die. He's gonna see Gojo die once again. Not only will Itadori see Okotsu die, he will see his sensei Gojo die twice. And before that, his big bro Choso just died. And I don't see a lot of people noticing what's going on here. Slowly but surely, everyone Yuji cares about is dying. Megumi, weak ass, already gave up. Nobara is already dead. Gojo died. Choso died. And now Yuta will finally die. And everyone's so wrapped up in Yuta / Gojo. Also, what should we call them? You feel me? I think Gota. You feel me? Gojo / Yuta sounds good. But anyway, Yuji's whole hand was in Sukuna's chest at his heart just a moment ago. And ever since chapter 251, Yuji has slowly but surely been getting stronger. He learned Cleave. He learned Simple Domain and was on the verge of finishing Sukuna off after Choso just died. What do you think will happen to Yuji once Okotsu dies? Itadori Yuji is about to have the biggest power boost we have seen. And we still have Todo with his new boogie woogie technique. He just fucking ding, and it just keeps swapping all over the place. And I know I just came across this weird theory. Listen, just hear me out. I I remember reading somewhere that Gege Akutami once said either Yuji would die or everyone else will die. And by the looks of it, everyone but Yuji will die. So what if by the end of this fight, Sukuna versus everyone, they do save Megan, but he activates the merger, killing him, which will leave Yuji all alone. And he becomes the new vessel for the merger. Listen, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna be theorizing here because after chapter 261, that really just fucked with my brain. Gojo's officially dead, you feel me, because his brain's not in his body anymore. Gojo most likely will die. Hikari, he's a fraud. He's been freaking fighting Harame for over 10 chapters. Look at us. We getting fucked while fucking Hikari's over there still dancing around with Harame. Kenjaku's really trash. He's been alive for all this long, and he's been crazy. He's been hyped to be this crazy ass villain just to be dead that easily.
Wait, Kenjaku's dead?
Yeah. Yuta had Rika eat Kenjaku so he can copy his curse technique.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, this story is actually wild and I love it. Chapter 261 really hit hard, and that's why I love Gege Akutami. Dude knows how beloved these characters are, and still as far as you feel me, swap brains with Yuta and Gojo and have Yuta be in Gojo's body and his images appear like that. You know how crazy that is? Cause when I first seen that, I was like, oh, I'm about to be sick, and I was literally in despair. Cause I'm like, damn, if that's Yuta, Gojo isn't coming back. And if you really think about it, Gojo shouldn't come back because Gojo was in Afterlife pretty happy with his outcome. You feel me? He's finally with his best friend Geto, and Gojo's whole story is finally over. You feel me? But listen, if you made this far into the video, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week for chapter 262.
Is your love really true?